Hi, welcome to another Home Talk Live craft session. I'm Chloe and I blog at celebrateanddecorate.com. And I have a couple of great projects for you today. Oh, we're going to have a giveaway. Lynn, let me know what that giveaway question is. I was going to go back and look at that. I have two great projects for you today that are going to make your entryway, just your entrance in the front of your house, your curb appeal, perfect for fall. So the first one we're going to do is a swag, okay? And I want to show you my handy dandy way of how I'm going to start with this piece of styrofoam that is 1 7/8 by 3 7/8 by 11 7/8 inches. I have the tutorial for this both on Hometalk and over on my blog, so you can check it out. And now you'll have this video to refer back to also, okay? So this is my handy dandy way that I like to make a hanger so that we can hang this on the door. About 1/3 of the way down, I'm just going to take this in an 18 weight wire, or 18 gauge wire like this that I just took and bent in half to make like that, okay? And if we just pushed this through to make our hook, this would cut all the way through. It would go right through your styrofoam. So some people have told me they like to use a button, but I just take a piece of paper wrapped or floral wire. I'm going to cut it in half because I don't need that long of a piece. And then I kind of make an M. So where are people joining us from today, Lynn?
We've got London and Washington, West Virginia, Arizona, Utah.
Hi everybody, welcome. We were already live over on my page today, so I'm sure we've got some of those folks returning.
Our question is, what is one thing you're planning to DIY this fall?
There you go.
We've got a couple answers. Eden's shopping for a wreath right now, and Marlo's making a Halloween wreath.
Oh, I love Halloween, and I love Halloween decorations. Marlo, did you see the swag I did a couple of weeks ago? The video is up on Hometalk's Facebook page. See, that will keep that from pulling through, okay? And we're going to do the same thing on the back. And when I did the Halloween swag, everybody said, how do you finish off the back? If you have a window or they wanted it just to look better. So I'm going to show you that at the end, okay?
Lindsay's making a fall wreath. Lauren's working in her yard. She's going to plant some palm trees and put a fence in the backyard.
Palm trees doesn't sound too fall-y, but that's how we are right here in Florida too.
Hey Eden, I think you came over and visited from our earlier.
Okay, here we go. There's my other one, and see, I'm just going to twist this into a circle, okay? Now, because this wire, this 18 weight wire can scratch your door, it's really hard. What I like to do is just make a little hook out of this, or a little circle, I should say, not a hook. I'm just going to bend this around in a hook. I really am. When I tell you this is stiff, it really is.
Debbie from Alabama, and Bettina's making cork pumpkins. Chrissy's making a pine cone wreath.
Great projects, ladies. So do you share them over on Home Talk? We'd love to see them. Okay, so I have my little circle, and then I don't want it to scratch my door. So I'm just going to take a pipe cleaner or chenille stem, and I'm going to cover this entire thing. Okay, here we go. I'm going to be making a Halloween wreath right here next Friday at 1 o'clock. So if you want some tips, if you haven't made done your Halloween decorations, I know it's just September 1st, but I have found the things are disappearing. All the Halloween picks are disappearing from the stores already. Okay, so you're just going to feed this through here and wrap this so you will have a nice soft hook, because we don't want anyone scratching the paint on their door, okay?
Denise is making some miniature Christmas trees with bottle brush trees. Oh, yeah.
Are you making? I wonder. Are you? If she
has the trees. She's decorating them for Christmas.
Okay.
We got lots of people making wreaths. For church and for home and for friends and schools.
I was spending some time on Pinterest earlier because for the first time ever this year, here in my house, I'm going to be doing a Halloween tree. So I needed a few ideas. Can always use extra inspiration, and Hometalk is a great place to get all that inspiration, isn't it? Alrighty, so I have this all wrapped so it's nice and soft, and that metal is not going to pull through. Now we're going to go over to the door. I like to make my swags right on the door so I know how they're going to look when I put it on my front door. Okay.
Kim is making a coffee bar out of an old door. She definitely needs to post that.
Oh, wow, that's really cool. I don't know, are you going to be able to see me there or not?
I think so.
Okay.
Move around if we need to.
Now, I already made this and took it apart so that you could see it on Hometalk, so you could refer back to it. So some of these pieces, I bought these really pretty fall-colored wisterias. I bought these at Hobby Lobby, and I already have put some metal hooks for my hook or pick machine on these. I really like to use this. These are very sharp when I'm doing something for outdoors so that it doesn't fall apart. But you can also, you don't have to invest in one of these, use a wood wired stick, okay? So first I'm going to give my swag some length, okay? And I gave it some length, so now I want to give it, let me see, maybe some focal point in the middle. Alrighty? So even if you're making wreaths, these might be you might pick up some good ideas here today with the swag. And my ever popular dollar store fall leaves. I love these things. We have pumpkins falling all over Lynn's feet. So now I'm going to take my least expensive additions, which is my dollar store fall leaves, and put them in all the way around the edges, okay? So you want to save your more expensive florals and picks for show out on the front. So I will wait to add the rest of my wisteria blossoms. Now these go in and stay really well. They don't pull out. So I don't need to use a wood wired stick for those. But I'm just going to keep putting my fall leaves in all around the edge. And these were just these fall leaf picks that I got at the dollar store, and I just cut them apart, okay? And I have lots of them, so we'll just keep going all the way around. And if you have any questions, any specific questions, it's hard for me sometimes to get through all of the comments here. So make sure you head over to and send me a direct message on Facebook so that you make sure that I get it and I can answer your specific questions, okay?
Patty says this gives her an inspiration to use all the lotus pods she's collected and dried.
Oh, that would be beautiful. I wonder where she gets in a pond, in a kayak or something. Tell us how you got all those lotus pods.
Shelly's making football wreaths and Donna's making a fall swag.
Oh, it is football season, isn't it? And share your projects over on Hometalk. We would love to see them, okay? All right, let's see now. I've got one pumpkin in there. Let's add some more pumpkins now towards the middle, okay? Because pumpkins and gourds, those are all our fall things, aren't they?
Regina's making fall fragrance soap.
Oh, I love people who make soap. That's fantastic.
Carissa has a tree that she does for Thanksgiving or Halloween and then converts to Thanksgiving, and it is 13 feet tall. It's a big tree.
My gosh, that is a big tree. Is that in your house? I wonder if that's in her house. Okay.
And Ashley's asking, do you make all your swags on foam blocks, or have you ever used Christmas evergreens?
I always make mine on a styrofoam block. okay? This was my Halloween swag that I did a couple weeks ago. The video is right there and the tutorial. The video is on Hometalk's Facebook page, and the step-by-step tutorial is right on Hometalk. And you can see it was also made, let me show you, right on the same piece of styrofoam, okay? I had some picks that I picked up last year when they were like 90% off at Joann's. So those will make this grow really fast here.
Carissa's tree, her giant trees in her foyer.
Wow.
And Cindy says she's making a mailbox swag along with the door swag.
Fantastic. Did she see our mailbox swag already? Was that her inspiration? We are doing, that's what I'm going to do next, is I'm going to just take some more of these leaves and cut them apart, okay? I do like to use the styrofoam also because even with the steel picks, I can pull these things apart and make them into something different next year, which I'm kind of famous for. So you really want to tuck a lot of leaves in right between your gourds and your pumpkins. You see, I think I have another one of these picks. Okay, we'll just put this one in right here. There we go.
Oh, Thanksgiving is before yours. She's in Canada, so she makes it Thanksgiving and then it goes Halloween.
Okay, okay.
Shauna's headed to the dollar store later today to look for some fall leaves.
And you know what else you want to get at the dollar store? So see how we have a focal point and we have our length, okay? And then you're just going to build around that. Halloween, if you want any Halloween things from the dollar store, it's going fast. So time to add some blossoms. How about a pretty fall sunflower? Right now it kind of looks like it has ears up there, doesn't it? Okay.
And again, we had a question about the pick machine. Where did you get it?
Okay, you can get these even right on Amazon, but I want to tell you the best deal that I find for them is I got mine at Hobby Lobby, and you can use them, your 40% off coupon. If you don't know about the coupons, you get a 40% off coupon every week on the app, or every time you go in during the week, you can use it. It's not something you can only use once, okay?
Carol's making a topiary out of a tomato cage.
Oh, there's a lot of those. Those are pretty. I wonder if she's making, is it going to be a seasonal topiary? It's going to be a fall topiary, I wonder? Okay, I need to add a little bit of length here. So let's see, there's a big fall leaf. And maybe we'll tuck this one up here. So there's no right or wrong about making these. If you go to see this on a Hometalk, you're going to see, in fact, actually, I think it's might be a little long as it is. I first had some grapevines hanging from there, and I tell you right in the instructions, just ignore them. Because when I got all done, I thought, you know what? I don't really like that. It's like too long. So that's the thing with when you're DIYing, particularly with these faux florals, you can always, yeah, see, I don't know why. It just seems like it's staying way too long today. You can always take it apart just like that. And like I said, I like to use the foam because I know I can pull these things apart. Well, I pulled this apart. Oh, sorry, Lynn.
That's okay. Just get a little bit of a view. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I like to pull these things apart and make them, use the pieces parts to make something different next year.
Hi, Willow. Thanks for joining us.
Willow's back.
Yep.
Hi there.
Becky's making a wreath for her front door, too. Karen used to work at Hobby Lobby.
I didn't think on an item, like this, it's over $150, that they would allow me to use the 40% off coupon. So I tested it out before I went in there and went online to see if I could use it, and it was letting me use it online, so I just ran to the store so that I had it that day. Okay.
How do you store these? Liz wants to know.
Well, Liz, my husband told me I better start getting rid of stuff. I have some hooks up high in a closet, some nails, and I just hang them up there. I don't seem to get a lot of dust in there, but the best thing to cover them with would be dry cleaner bags, okay? That's where I keep mine because, like I said, I have some little acorns, a really tall place to put, or high ceiling in a closet to put them. Don't put them in an attic where it's going to be too hot, and don't put them somewhere where it's going to be moist, okay? You don't want to get any mold or anything. So just keep building up, and I would love to tell you exactly what I paid for this, but I don't know because I am getting rid of my fall things this year, and I have been digging through my boxes of leftover florals. But my guess would be that I spent, I'm trying to think, maybe $45. Now, bear in mind, I am really good about using my coupons and taking, Joann's got great sales this weekend for Labor Day, so take advantage of those coupons and those sales.
Michelle, we're glad you joined us, even if you're late.
I'm making this swag, and it will be right there on Hometalk's Facebook page, so you'll be able to see it. And over on Hometalk, you will be able to see the step-by-step tutorial. Okay, I feel like the front is all pretty well done, but I want to show you, when you look in the side, you can see the foam. See what I mean? So we're just going to fill that in. And I'm gonna, you go back to my dollar store, oops, my dollar store leaves. There, you can show them, Lynn, while I'm cutting these apart. And if there's anything you really want me to do a video for you with this busy holiday fall and upcoming Christmas season, let me know. I know last year people wanted to see a giant ornament topiary. And I was able to find some really big ornaments and do one of those. So yeah, let me know what you want to see. I've got some great Christmas ideas coming up. And are you ready for Christmas? You want to keep seeing some fall things here.
Debbie is making a table display with burlap and fall leaves and some small pumpkins.
Fantastic. I just did a fall tablescape with a pumpkin centerpiece. And I am going to have all my family with me for Thanksgiving this year. So I'm sure that that will be a nice, okay. So I feel that I have it all. See,
well,
yeah, there's
it needs something right there.
It needs something right there. See, Lynn knows. She sees it. Oh, and I found one more of my beautiful brown wisteria. I want to keep that.
Susan says she likes this way better than round wreaths.
Thank you. I do too. And a couple weeks ago, we had a lot of people did not like the one swag that I made. They thought it looked like a funeral arrangement. So I'm glad you see that. You know, I'm just kind of tired of wreaths. There, that did it, didn't it, Lynn? Mm-hmm. Okay, here we are. It's beautiful. I'll hold it up for you again, but I want to show you how. I've had a lot of questions on how to finish the back because you don't want it to look like this. Okay. And I have a shape test,
whoop,
and that's why I do the shape test. I think that was that last one I put in up at the top that I didn't really get down in there.
Melissa, once
it's right
the video's all done, you could go back and catch the beginning, and you'll see exactly how Chloe did the styrofoam so that it'll hang up.
Plus, there's really good instructions right on Hometalk. I kind of abbreviated them for this, but I did it really detailed for the Halloween swag, and it will link from one to the other.
Shauna says she loves it, and she can't wait to see what you do for Christmas.
Okay, so here's my shape test, because I don't want anything falling off, and that time it didn't fall off. And this is sturdy enough, I can put it right down on its face.
And Suzanne was asking about the machine again, as she joined us late. So again, Suzanne, if you go back and watch just a little bit earlier, Chloe told us it's a pick machine.
It's a steel pick machine. And if you don't do a lot of crafting, it's probably not worth investing the money in it because they're like $150. But if you are going to buy one, Hobby Lobby has a great 40% coupon every week on their app, and they do honor it on it. Okay, so I bought this fall ribbon at the dollar store, okay? And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna work it around. I'm gonna take just some regular craft glue. I'm actually gonna secure it in 2 different ways. Ugh. Oh. I turned it upside down to make sure it was ready to go for us today, and it was ready to go. So I'm just going to put some craft glue right on the back of here and set this ribbon down. I've had a lot of questions after I did the Halloween one, and how do you finish the back? Now, on the edge of it, I'm going to turn this around. Let's cut it, and I'll turn it around so they can see what I'm going to do to the edges. On the edges, on the side, I'm going to take these S-pins or floral pins, and I'm just going to put those right in there to hold the edges, okay? So craft glue on the top, and these S-pins. Again, I don't want the S-pins on the back where they're going to scratch your door. Not that I think that they would when they're pushed down in. And I'm just going to cover this.
Willa's going to make scroll pieces for her wreaths this year.
With book pages. Well, you better share a picture of that, Willow.
Yeah.
I've had some people share some great pictures of their projects they've made with me over on Facebook. I love it. I love seeing that you went to town and made the things that we demoed here. Okay.
So welcome to Anna from Malta.
Okay, and see, I saw this one was sticking out the back, so I'm just going to fix that. But yeah, there we go. And then going to continue to just pin this in, just like you would if you were doing like some reupholstery or something, you know. You just want to cover it, or like you're covering a package. I'm going to fold that right down underneath.
And Carissa, the machine puts little metal picks on the ends of flowers if they're too short to make them, and then they stick better.
Oh, yeah, they really stick in better, but you still can remove them if you don't like where you placed something. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm not going to go through all of this with you because I know you guys get bored, but you're going to do this on both sides here, and then you can also take 2 pieces over the top and cover the seam in the middle, and the back of it's going to be really pretty, finished pretty too. Because like I said, I know a lot of people have windows on their doors, and they want the back of it to also look good. You can also, if you have a glass door, let me go back over here, Lynn, sorry. You can take some of these leaves. Let me see if I have any that are cut already. You can take some of the leaves and go around the edge and finish the back off just like that. So it's really pretty on the back. Do you see what I mean? Okay? Everybody got that? Mm-hmm. Then we're going on to a piece from a mailbox. Alrighty. And I won't go through the whole hook thing again for you with the mailbox. Oh,
Johnny, thanks for popping in. Yes, over at Chloe's page, the winner did claim her gift.
Oh, that's from over on my Facebook page, folks.
And Carissa wants to know if you sell these things.
You know, I opened an Etsy shop, and you know what I have for sale in it? Nothing. It's Celebrate and Decorate US, and I am so busy. I asked my sister to take over, so I'm going to start putting some of these things on here because, like I said, my husband says either sell it, give it away, or throw it away.
Monica, were you looking for coastal just for all year, or something for the fall coastal or Christmas coastal?
Yeah, I'd love to hear because my home is coastal. So I would be happy to, and if there's something specific you want to see, like I said, send me a message on Facebook and I will help out. And
Janice wants to make a welcome sign for her door.
Oh, I have a great welcome sign. It's not going to be a live video because it's very time consuming, but it's going to be a welcome sign. It can be used year round.
Okay. And several people have asked about durability of the wreaths.
Oh, the swag should hold up fine, as long as, like I said, do the little shake test. This one will probably, it has no ribbon in it. The Halloween swag, I would make sure it was a little more protected. I have a big deep covered porch, so my things are sort of protected. But the fall one, you should be just fine. Okay, on to our mailbox, and this is going to be pretty durable because it's going to be out exposed to the elements. I started with a block of, and I don't have my measurements, but they're right there on the Hometalk post, of, I think it's like 4 7/8 or something by 4 7/8. A block of styrofoam. So it was a square block like this, but it was bigger, okay? And, well, I can tell you, yes, this is 2.9. So yeah, it was probably about 4 or 5 inches square. And I cut a piece out of it, okay? And then I went out and I tried it. If you look on Hometalk on the post, it'll show you, and I'm sure they've shared the link there, right to the post. There is, I put this out, there's a picture of this sitting on my mailbox because I wanted to see if this would fit on my mailbox. And to make things a little quicker, I'm going to just go ahead and use this one I already made and photographed. But you're going to do the same sort of thing here and here as we did putting a hook on the swag so that you have, see, I have it protected there so it won't pull through. And this is so that the wire will not pull through. But you need this wire because you're going to want to extend this down. Oh, this is our pretend mailbox. Pretend this is my mailbox because I couldn't bring my mailbox in from the street. This is so that you're going to use these wires and some additional wire or rope or zip ties to attach this firmly around your mailbox because you don't want it to blow away, okay? Now, we don't want to see those ugly wires, so we're back to some ribbon. Don't count on this to support your project though, okay? To keep it on the mailbox. I'm going to go back to my S-pins and some ribbon, and you'll see when we put this up here how this is going to cover our
Chloe's Facebook page is
Celebrate and Decorate.
Several people have asked.
Yeah, I would think that Hometalk will share a link there, okay? Hometalk, can you share a link over to my Facebook page, please? Okay, so see, that's going to cover that wire or zip ties or whatever you're using, okay? All right, and we're going to wrap this around your pretend mailbox, and we're going to do the same thing over on this side.
Some
okay?
coastal pumpkins.
Oh, if you've searched for those on Google, I can't. Sand and Sisal, I think, she painted some stunning coastal pumpkins. She is a real artist. I don't covet things, but I kind of covet those. I envy them. Okay, we're ready to make our mailbox swag. Now I am not going to use any ribbon on this because I don't find the ribbon, but I am going to grab my pick machine. I find the ribbon does not hold up quite as well.
Crystal's mailbox is fish-shaped.
Oh, well, that's pretty cute. Would he like to have like a fall saddle on him? Your fish?
Oh, Monica's boss came in, so
Monica had to leave. Shh. Maybe your boss would like this. Okay.
What is an S-pin? Hold on, let's show.
Oh, an S-pin. S-pin, floral pin, greening pin. I call them an S-pin because that's just how I learned, and see it kind of is an S on the top. I believe, you know what, I will drop a link in the post for this today, and Hometalk I'm sure will help us out and go onto that post on Hometalk, and they will have a link direct to Amazon where you can get that, okay? For those of you who are asking, there's the steel pick that the machine puts on them. They're very sharp. So if you are going to go that route and use them, you want to be really, really careful, okay? But again, I really like using these as opposed to gluing things in, because then I can take them apart and reuse them a little differently next year. Okay, and
somebody would like to see chalk paint pumpkins.
Oh, those would be pretty. I'm not much of a chalk painter, but Hometalk, are you listening? I'll bet they've got somebody who's really good with chalk paint that would love to share something like that.
Phyllis says she found your Facebook page. She'll be up for hours.
Oh my gosh! But stay here on Hometalk, and Hometalk's going to be back again at, I think it's 3 o'clock. I shouldn't promise that.
Crystal says she lives on a lake. Her fish mailbox would love to have a little saddle, but any ideas on the foam shape? Probably
I think that you could do something similar, you know, take the foam out there and like see, because this is not, somebody said, does it have to, but my mailbox is round on the top. Mine is too. I have a very strong HOA. We do not have any creative mailboxes. They are black, regular mailboxes. And this fits on them really well. So, yeah, I would think that, you know, I don't know if he's a strange shaped fish or what. So you can see, I'm just going to build this up kind of like I did on my swag. And I do want you to know, because I know I get comments from a lot of people that say that, but I don't think that I can arrange like that. You can. And if you don't like how it turns out, like I said, go look at the swag post where I had this grapevine hanging from the bottom, and then I'm like, that looks terrible. Like I said, ignore it. I took it out. I just took it out and did away with it. So I'm going to, kind of like I did on my swag, I want to do all my edges a little bit first, and then I'm going to go to the really fun stuff like the pumpkins on the top. Okay. Boy, we're getting lots of great input today. And what else are they making? What are you making for fall? Are you DIYing something for fall?
Lots of things. Several people using tomato cages. Luella would like to see an owl wreath, or maybe she's making an owl wreath.
I've seen some of those.
And I'm sorry, I think it was Bettina. Somebody asked, what was the machine again? So
it is called, this brand, I've read some reviews of some others. This is called Steel Picks. Okay, and some reviews of others are not good. This one is carried by Hobby Lobby. They are not paying me to promote that because they probably wouldn't want you to know that you can get 40% off with that. So don't pay full price. We don't pay full price for any of our crafting stuff, do we, ladies? Okay, so see, I'm going all the way around and filling in with those inexpensive leaves first. And then I'm going to start, well, I did add a couple of picks and things down on the bottom because I wanted to kind of curve around. I want to see a picture of that fish wearing his...
She said she's going to send you a picture. It's a bass fish.
Good.
So.
Oh, I want to... my husband is a big fisherman. I want to see him wearing his little fall sal. And if you want to send me a picture and see if I don't think that this shape would work, I can give you an idea, okay?
And again, what if it starts raining? Will these colors fade?
No, I have never had any of my, they will fade in the sun over time, but this should be fine for the season. Okay, so if you're more comfortable gluing things, you might want to go ahead and glue, but you don't need to. We get a lot of wind here, and I haven't had any trouble with these, okay? So I'm filling in with the leaves, and now we're going to start with the flowers, okay? And we'll go with a sunflower there, and a fall mum.
Miriam, I'm sorry I missed your question. If you want to post it again, sometimes the things just go by so fast I don't see everyone. But if you will post it again, I will definitely watch for you to come.
I thank you all so much for tuning in. It's great to chat with you this Friday afternoon. I feel like when I'm doing this, I'm like crafting with my friends. So, you know, it's like group crafting, like those people who do the group painting. Okay. And see, then I'll just just keep top dressing. I'm going to have to turn it around here and take a look at the front. See, there's still plenty of the green styrofoam showing in the back there. And here's another sunflower. We're going to put this one right here in the front. And I think I'm going to have to add a few more pumpkins. Now,
Stephanie's making dried corn cobs dipped in wax. I bet those are beautiful.
Oh, I bet those are too. You know what? Those wouldn't hold. The wax would melt outdoors here.
Miriam, it's on Facebook, Celebrate and Decorate. And you can just search for that and you should be able to find it. Also, the link will be right on Hometalk.
Okay. Yes, if you go to this post on Hometalk or look for Celebrate and Decorate on Hometalk, you will see all my projects. There's 81 of them up there. And down at the bottom, it will link right to the blog or and there from my Facebook page. Okay, I bought all these cheap little styrofoam pumpkins from the dollar store. And I'm taking one of my wood wired sticks. I'm not using the wire. And sometimes I find in the styrofoam, I do like to use a little bit of glue. And I'm gonna let it cool just a little bit so it doesn't just melt the foam to make sure that that stays in there. And there we go. Gotta have pumpkins for fall, right? Okay, here's another one that I had on a stick.
Kimberly's watching with her 3-month-old little girl and a big cup of coffee.
Oh,
that would be my favorite way to watch too.
That would be fabulous. I'm gonna have granddaughters coming to visit. I don't know what they're going to think about all the crap. They're going to want to come in this room where all this stuff is, I'm sure. I have to think up some kid crafts. Okay. So, I'm going to add one more little pumpkin here. There we go.
Hi, Becky from North Carolina. Thank you. She says we're amazing.
Oh,
Rhonda, if you get a chance after we're done with the live, go back and watch, and you'll see exactly how to secure it to your mailbox.
Yes, and you're not using ribbon. You're going to use wire or zip ties or something like that that's a little more secure than just ribbon. And sometimes I do use ribbon in my swags. I don't like to use ribbon out where it's exposed to the elements like this is going to be because it does fade and it doesn't look all that great. Even the wired ribbon does not always look all that great when it's exposed to the rain, you know? So
Karen says she loves this. They have a row of 3 mailboxes, and you better believe hers is going to be the nicest one there.
Oh, that's fun! I actually have 2 mailboxes together because we have an apartment above our garage, and I've been thinking about so they're both mine. I don't want to show up myself, so I've been thinking about how I want to do this without like 2 of these elaborate things over the top. So I'm going to have to figure that out. Okay. I'm going to have to turn it around and look at the
Robert,
front.
it's not going to stay dry in the elements, especially here in Florida with all our rain.
Oh, it kind of looks lopsided. I'm going to move this. Yeah. See, this is what I want you all to know about working with artificials like this. If you don't like how it looks, just take it apart and do it again. I am confident you can all do this, okay? Because the fact that you can take it apart and do it again. Like I said, a lot of these things, I take them apart and change them from year to year.
Doris is watching with her 70-year-old husband and a big glass of sweet tea
in
North Carolina.
I was going to say, well, she's watching from the south. Okay. I know I need a little bit more on the back, but I wanted to turn it around and see what I need on the front. I have gone through probably...
Julie's making a new Christmas wreath. Kimberly's going to make mini scarecrow out of terracotta pots.
Like Minnie Mouse scarecrow?
No, like miniature.
Oh, miniature. I did a lot of Disney Christmas last year here on Hometalk. If you want to see Disney stuff, let us know. I know some people love it, some people do not. They've been very vocal.
And welcome, Karen from North Carolina. We're filming in Florida.
And we are getting towards the tail end of our live today, but don't worry. The video is not going to go anywhere. It's going to be right here on Hometalk's Facebook page, so you can refer back to it. And right on Hometalk, there is, I assume they've shared the link to this project. So you can go right over there if you don't like to watch videos per se, and you would like a step-by-step instructions with pictures instead, it's right there. Okay, the front is all finished. I need to do a couple more leaves here in the back to cover up our phone. This one is actually going to this is not going on my mailbox. This is going to a special online friend. I have never met her, up in Nova Scotia, that needed some good news yesterday, and she actually requested this project. She said, you know, what about decorating a mailbox for fall? And I did this project, and like I said, I can't use it on my double mailbox, so I sent her a message yesterday that she was getting it, and she was so touched. So, you know, some days we all need a little good news and good wishes, and I do too. Sometimes people send little angry faces on Facebook, and it hurts my feelings. So anyway, there we are. Look, even the back is pretty, but this is definitely going to be the front. Won't your postman, mailman, mailwoman be thrilled when they pull up and see that? Gorgeous, huh?
Carolyn and Melissa, again, once you get back there, we did talk about the pick machine, so you can check back through the video to watch that. Thanks, Barbara, for letting us know.
So I hope you enjoyed our projects today. This is for over our mailbox, and over here we have our fall swag that we started with. All the DIYs are right there on Hometalk. Thank you so much for tuning in. There'll be more lives coming up.
Sorry, we got a little out of focus.
Oh, there'll be more lives coming up on Hometalk. Keep your eyes open for that. And for this and lots more, head over to my blog at celebrateanddecorate.com. And I look forward to seeing you all next Friday at 1 o'clock, where I'm going to do a really cool Halloween wreath, okay? Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend.